Countdown. 3, 2, 1.
Blast off.
Oh, 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 oh.
Videos covering Joe Simonton's 18 April 1961 flying saucer encounter received some amusing comments on this channel. Before we dive into the Bewitched connection, let's review what he had to say.
And that's when I first saw this thing coming straight down, just like an elevator. I rushed out to see what it was, and by that time there was a hatchway opening up in the top of it, just like the trunk of your car. So, I noticed this little man, same size of a man, right to the right side of the hatchway, cooking these pancakes, which I have one here yet. And I pointed to him and made a gesture like eating. I thought maybe I'd get a conversation out of him. Nobody was saying anything. But he didn't say a word. He just reached over and he got a handful of them, 4 of them, and he handed them down to me. And they were hot and greasy. And with that, he reached up and he closed this hatch with a heavy stud click like when it latched. And you couldn't a bit more see where that hatch was than you could see a hole in my hand. And with that, the thing started to raise just like it came down. Everything was timed perfect. It went up about 20 feet. It tilted at 45 degrees straight south and shot off. And within 2 or 3 seconds, it was out of sight.
One critic suggested that sharing something wacky like this was the mark of a disinformation peddler, because no credible investigator took the claim seriously, and it was not a Project Blue Book case. Our friends J. Allen Hynek and Jacques Vallée quickly provide the evidence to correct that falsehood.
Good old Joe Simonton. I'm beginning to think more of Joe Simonton than I did at the time.
I think he's telling the truth, frankly.
So do I. He was. The things he said fit now.
The writers for Elizabeth Montgomery's Bewitched certainly thought the Joe Simonton case to be worth a reference. I'll point out the clues as they are delivered in the sequence.
Why don't you two come into the house and I'll fix you a nice hot breakfast and we can learn more about each other?
Well,
Cross my heart, fellas, I will not take you to my leader. Darren, I'd like you to meet our guests from the planet Parenthea. You show them how friendly the natives can be, sweetheart.
well, welcome to our planet, gentlemen.
Well, he certainly has changed his tune.
I think the atmosphere's all right for us. My nose is still cold.
Isn't there some kind of law against harboring space people?
Wait till Uncle Charlie sees this. He'll never be able to call me a ding-a-ling again. Come on, I've got to use your phone.
You go. I'm not budging from this spot.
All right, but keep out of sight. So exciting.
You fellas better wait in the ship. That way you'll be ready. Orvis, you wouldn't want to forget the syrup.
Oh, thank you. Pancakes without syrup is ridiculous.
Halt! I'm making a citizen's arrest.
Mrs. Kravitz.
I knew there was something weird about your family. You're an advanced unit from another planet.
Mrs. Kravitz, you're just excited.
But you're not going to get away with it. Captain Tugwell has contacted Colonel Burkett, and the Air Force is on their way over here right now, and you'll be captured and put where you belong.
Boy, this one is really begging for a shot of niceness.
Hello, Mr. Stevens. Aren't you going to introduce me to your adorable companions?